Like and subscribe. But anyway, I saw that news come up, and now
good
this you're gonna have.
Good for you, man. I'm glad if you're happy, I'm happy.
Yeah, be more fun time for old Wiz power washing days. Man. But anyway, this stuff is more for Jessica and Cynic to have the floor, I suppose. You're gonna have to kind of explain this to me because I didn't know. I knew the character.
I should pay attention to the show now. Okay,
I didn't know the actress. Charli XCX is being eyed to star as Jadis the White Witch in Greta Gerwig's Narnia movie.
Oh no! Fucking
gay.
Is she black or is that just the lighting?
I think that's a baboon.
It's not the lighting. First of all, that's not the lighting. That's not the fucking lighting. She's like Arabic or Arabian or something. No, like
it says, but I don't know her like.
She's called
because
White Witch.
That's a British woman right there, modern day. Motherfucker.
I love how it's
called the White Witch.
Every story that I can bring up out of this is just gonna hurt your soul even more.
Yes, crush them.
First of all, she's not tall enough.
She's Indian descent in Uganda.
God,
Muslim family of
hey, they're called Native
Indian descent in Uganda, while her father is Scottish. Two things that's
hard to get right.
All right, so let me give you a little history of the character of the White Witch, right? So she comes from a planet that had a
Charn,
a red red dwarf sun, like that was like all fucked up. They had
I didn't know that was a thing.
She came from a different planet, right? You find out in the magician's nephew. Yeah, you find out in the magician's nephew, right? They find this table of all these figures that are like massively tall and they're all gorgeous.
Yep.
Right? They're all statuesque and gorgeous.
Yep.
And they go there, they awake the White Witch who follows them through when Narnia is being created, so on and so forth. That's the best way I can explain it without spoiling anything. So for Charli XCX to be considered this character is insane to me. Because she is not like what's her face who played her originally, although not like conventionally beautiful, fit the character.
Is that Tilda Swinton?
Yeah, she's my bitch, dude.
She fit the character, right? Because she's like
little stray beans.
She's very statuesque. They made her fucking tall. She's blonde. Like she has like these features about her that I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Especially when you see the artist rendition of the White Witch in the Chronicles of Narnia.
Yes.
They almost nailed it. Charli XCX. Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, you're
Tilda
fine.
Swinton, she's kind of like ethereal and kind of very elegant too. She's very
And that's it, because like when you find the people in Charn that are all these statues or whatever, and you see like what's happened, like they're all supposed to sort of fit this air of superiority, right? And so she nails it. That's not the there's the black and white version in the books.
That's what Wikipedia has.
Yeah, wrong. That's not in any of the books.
Very true, Chris.
Yeah,
I'm like I'm not finding it.
Charli XCX, do it. Fuck God, mother.
Get wrecked.
Just
get
wrecked. Just no, you can't. No, she does not fit. She's too short and she's too
to me.
You just can't do it, man.
It's like making fucking Oscar, whatever his face is, fucking Apocalypse. That was the dumbest shit I've ever seen.
Dude, it's
Oscar Isaac.
This is,
and I love Oscar Isaac.
This is not the White Witch. This is not the White Witch. This is not how she's described in the books.
My friend, please.
It's not the. I mean, I swear to God, man, what is so wrong with being fucking accurate to the source material?
Not in today's world, brother.
Is that such a? When these people made a deal with the devil to get their fame and fortune, did they also have to sign a contract that they can't be accurate to the fucking source material? Is that in the contract with Satan?
I don't know, man. I don't.
Well,
Let's
here's
see here.
Grumpy doesn't like it either.
Check Word Pals. I just sent you a picture.
No,
All right.
Oh, I mean, ugh.
Oh, I see. I could not find this picture at all. Like,
Yeah, this is actually from the book.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
so
nah, that would have been crazy, Ruby. But Terry Crews is too goofy for that.
I mean,
Terry Crews would have fit it fucking better.
Isn't there talk that they're
Yeah.
gonna make the siblings like adopted? That way they can make some of them
I-
like different races and stuff.
I assume, who knows? They're gonna make this like an allegory for something at this point.
I'll tell you what's an allegory for. It's an allegory for the Bible. It's literally,
Well,
what if Jesus came into a world of talking
I
animals?
found an article. I found a top 10 from Screen Rant about who should play the White Witch. So number 10 is Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie could have pulled it off, but she's still a
Yeah.
little too short. And she's also a little too thick because she's supposed to be like thin and elegant. She's supposed to be royal, right?
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah.
thin, elegant sort of like. I mean, she's a fucking ice queen. What in your head when you picture ice queen? How do you see an ice
Elsa.
queen?
My ex-wife.
Elsa.
Everybody's gonna say Elsa.
Bang.
Huh?
Like and subscribe.
All right.
But
Lashana Lynch,
Never.
The White Witch? No, probably not.
Yeah.
Mason
There you
Alexander
go.
Pope.
There you go.
the reason why she needs to have like pale white skin is because her skin is supposed to look almost like it's frozen.
Also, because they don't. Jesus Christ. They're royals. They're not out in the fucking sun. Like they were the royal court. That picture I showed you, right? On the left, that was the
Mhm.
royal court. They're all frozen at this big long
Yes.
banquet table.
Oh god, the
Angelina
magician's
Jolie.
nephew is so
Fucking
Angelina
Kate
Jolie
was-
could
do that
work
shit.
if you dyed her hair.
I was
blonde.
thinking Charlize Theron. I was
Charlize
thinking
Theron.
actually,
Theron.
yes, yeah, actually, yeah,
Because
That
of,
would
yeah.
be that's
because
a
of
good
Snow
one.
White and the
Yeah.
Huntsman.
She's also
Yeah,
supposed to
yeah.
be. That was the only thing that made me not like Tilda Swinton being the Ice Queen. Even though she's elegant, right? But she's also supposed to be like fantastically gorgeous, right?
Mhm.
But Tilda Swinton pulled it off. She nailed it.
Diana
No.
Lee,
No,
No.
she's too ethnic.
she's from Ahsoka. Eva Green.
Carlos.
Eva Green? No, she could pull it off with blonde hair. Yeah, she could nail it.
Anna Taylor-Joy. She's a little young. isn't she?
No, a little too young.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like she'd be one of the kids or something.
Yeah.
Well, no, she's too
Yeah,
old.
Angela Bassett.
No,
No.
fuck no.
Look,
Number-
I'm
number
sorry,
one
man.
pick.
But
What
Angela
the
when you
fuck
got
are we doing? Yeah,
when you got a character called White Witch, what the fuck do you think she's supposed to be?
Yeah.
what the fuck, dude?
I mean,
Yeah, imagine Galadriel, but like an asshole, like a legit asshole,
yeah, exactly.
like a crazy bitch.
Like if Galadriel actually got the One Ring, that's fucking Jadis.
I don't want to be here no more.
Yeah, we know
That
who
was-
she is, Ruby.
Yeah, that was number 2, Ruby.
I don't want to be around no more.
Dude,
But,
Cynic, listen, this is a moment that if I was there with you, we just go on the back porch, just sit at the steps, and just cry in silence, bro. It's just
They're ruining my favorite of all time. They're
Well,
ruining it.
we went from a possibly race
Can
swap
someone
to a
else be
witch
mad?
to a
Damn it!
confirmed race,
I'm right there
a
with you, man.
confirmed
Why
race
am I
swap.
gonna read on it?
wizard
Mm.
as
No
Severus
one of us-
Snape has been cast for the Harry Potter
No.
series. Is it the
Yeah, but
No,
none of
Yes,
us
you
on
do.
here are that big of Harry Potter fans, are we?
I am.
No.
Oh,
This
I kinda
this is
am.
not. Listen,
Oh, this
Snape
is
is
kind of whatever though.
Snape is given a clear description in the book.
yeah.
If anything, Alan Rickman was too handsome to play Snape. Like Snape is supposed to
It's
be
too old. Yeah.
He's supposed to be this.
Jadis was also given a fucking major description in the book, like
Yeah.
like almost a whole page of description of
Yes,
these people,
yes.
and they just shit all over it. So
Yes.
hey, have fun, Harry Potter.
They use the pages of the book for toilet paper.
Yep.
Well,
But
the
no,
other
Snape
the
is
other
supposed to
thing
be
is
pale, crooked nose, oily
Agreed,
hair.
Grumpy.
I mean, this is not fucking Snape.
so as someone points out,
This is
the
Snigger.
whole one of the main motive. A little too close for comfort.
A little too
I
close,
got it,
but
I
I
got
still, I got it. I nailed it. I had
Anyway,
to
no,
sniff.
as someone points out, one of the main motivations for Snape's character is the fact that he was bullied by Harry Potter's dad for looking different. So
No.
those
no.
they didn't think that one through a little. They didn't think that one through too
there's
A
hard.
little too on the nose.
There's already black kids at Hogwarts. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
That's my sniffer.
No, they're not.
Right there.
I bet they're not done. I
Snape
bet
dog.
that.
Well, now they got to race swap all those black kids to white kids. So now everyone hates
God,
Wait.
what
the
are we
black
doing with my childhood? Well, Harry Potter.
They well
Snape
also
dog.
Snowman. They did that in the movie. When I think Jessica, who is it that's black? Is it Lavender Brown? Is black when she first shows up, and then in the movie when she's actually a character, she's white.
Wait. You mean in the book is she black?
In the movie, like so in the movie she wasn't like a major character yet, but they did the Star Wars thing where they gave every single person a name.
okay.
I think she's black in like Chamber of Secrets or something like that.
I don't think that was ever confirmed to be Lavender Brown, but I think it's a theory that's been going around for a while that character was supposed to be Lavender Brown. But I don't think it was ever confirmed. This is stupid.
Yep.
Oh god.
Look, I'm sorry, but if you wanted somebody that could play Snape in the modern day, Adam Driver.
Yeah, people also said like, yeah, Adam Driver was right there, and they've proven with the casting of John Lithgow as Dumbledore that they will have they were going to have American
I don't like
actors
that
now,
either.
so
I don't like that either because he's not
Yeah.
British.
But I mean, like if you're gonna have American actors, then you've broadened up, or non-British actors, you've broadened up the list extremely. So it's like, yeah, you can use Adam Driver, or you can use, like
yeah, but Dumbledore should be British.
Chris says Harry Potter's dad is obviously going to be black. It's like you can't do it without making a statement on like, oh, it's black on black bullying or something, right?
Listen, if they go this whole race thing, there has never been any indication in the wizarding world that racism based on skin color was ever a point of prejudice in the wizarding world.
Yeah.
It's always been based on blood status.
Yeah. Which I personally, I've always loved that trope. Like I've talked about it with the X-Men cartoon when they go back in time to the 60s, and then like the cafe owner yells at Bishop and Storm like, you can't have them in here, and then they're like wait, what? Like because we're black, that's a thing? And they're like, because they don't know about mutants yet. So and then like Storm goes like, racial prejudice, that's so pathetic it's almost quaint. Like the idea is just like that once mutants became a thing, everyone just gave all that up, right? And I just love that trope.
Let me point out too why this is such a huge problem, particularly with this reboot, because the whole point of this reboot is to make it more accurate to the books than what the movies were. This is not how Snape is described in the books.
That was never the point.
That's
the point
what
was
they
to make
said.
Hermione. The point was to
said.
make Hermione black. That was it.
That's what
made this
they
whole-
said, Wizard. They said, not me, not the fans. Fucking Warner
Not
Brothers
me,
said,
not Hermione. You.
Warner Brothers said that the whole point of
Stop
this
that.
reboot
Don't
was
you-
to
did
make
you
it
just
more
do
accurate
that?
to the books. And this is not how Snape is described in the books. How is this more accurate?
Oh god. dude.
Just
Well-
say you guys don't like the blacks. Just say that. If it's
No,
just
because
say you don't like the blacks.
Severus and Regulus and other black characters from Harry Potter. What is my other ones? Come on, Jessica, you're failing me.
Devontae,
wait,
Tyrone.
Severus and
No, I didn't say Severus. I meant Sirius.
okay,
Sirius and
Sirius
Regulus.
Black and Regulus Black were not white.
Perfectly
all right?
fine black character or perfectly fine black characters. They did not need to.
I'm just tired of all these in my books.
Well, I'll
In
tell
my-
you
in my
that there's
stories.
not. I'll tell you surprisingly, what's not going to have any. I believe any race swapping, and definitely what's going to stay British, I suppose.
Hold up, before you get to the next subject, let me say something about this actor.
Hell yeah, Ruby.
You know who we would actually be good to play? Kingsley Shacklebot.
That a real person you just named?
Yeah.
That's a dope
Yeah,
ass
King-
name.
Okay, if you don't know who Kingsley is, he's the guy in the Order of the Phoenix who's like,
Oh yeah.
may
That's
not
the.
like
I
him
don't.
and his stuff,
Yeah.
but you
I-
can't
you may
deny
not like him,
Dumbledore
but
has
Dumbledore's
style.
got style.
Yeah, he could
Yeah,
play that.
I
He could
forget
play
that's
that
his name,
character.
but yeah, he would be.
Yeah,
He could play that guy. That guy's cool. He's not in it much, but he's cool.
yeah. I mean, well,
Anyway.
he gets more time in the books. He actually.
Speaking of
I'm
character
not going to
quest-
spoil it, but something big.
Oh, we're moving
actually
on, we're
happens
moving on,
with
we're
him
moving
at
on.
the end of the books. I'm just.
Yeah, he becomes a mom, doesn't he?
Speak your truth, Jester.
No, he does obtain a very prominent position of power at the end of the books. We'll
Mhm.
leave it at that.
I thought he was. Anyway, moving on. Speaking of someone who's got style,